What's up, it's your boy Will Motivation here with another video, and today I'm talking about, is one good investment enough to change your life forever?
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Will Motivation, and today we're talking about my advice on the #1 way for you to get started investing in real estate.
Okay, so we're talking about investments, and specifically one good investment changing your future, changing your life. Is it possible? So in my case, I'm more familiar with investing in real estate. I have invested in stocks and mutual funds and different things like that. But for me, I've had the most success investing in real estate. So that's what I talk about, and that's what I'm talking about in this video. I want to give you guys one example of short-term thinking and then long-term thinking. Now, first of all, let me give a shout out to everybody that subscribed to my channel. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the support. Unfortunately, there's no Lambo in this video, but there are views on views in this video, which I'll show you guys here once I get done talking about the topic at hand. But if you're not subscribed to my video already, please subscribe and hit that like button for me, and then let's get right into the video. Alright, so we're talking about investing specifically in real estate. Can one real estate transaction, one good deal, change your life forever? So on the surface, it may appear that the answer is no, and let me show you guys why. So if you buy, let's say, I've got about 20 different rental properties right now. From a month-to-month basis, they all do not make money every single month, depending on what's going on. There might be repairs, there might be expenses related to that property, there might be taxes due, different things like that. But let's look at an example, right? So I have one property that it costs me, it has a mortgage on it. I've got to pay insurance on it every month. I've got to pay taxes on it every month. But when I bought it, I got a 15-year loan on that property. So that basically means I got 15 years to pay off that mortgage, and then the property is mine free and clear, and I won't have to pay a monthly mortgage every month. And then I'll actually, once it's paid off, then obviously when that rent comes in, I'll be more profitable every month. But in the meantime, let's say you buy this property and you spend your mortgage, let's say it's $600 a month. Let's say your taxes are, you know, in this particular case, $100 a month. We'll just keep it simple. $100 a month for taxes, so that puts us at 700 bucks. An extra $100 a month for insurance is usually not that high, but we'll just say $100 for example. So you're up to $800 in mortgage, taxes, and insurance, which are your most typical fees. But then you might have homeowners association fees, and in this case, we do have that. So in this house, we'll say another $100 for HOA fees. So that puts us at 900 bucks a month in expenses, including the mortgage, including the taxes, insurance, and HOA fees. And what I'm able to charge in rent for that house is $1,200 a month. So the profit every month is basically $1,200 minus my expenses, which are $900. That leaves me with a profit of $300 a month. So you might not think on the surface that spending $300 a month, or making $300 a month, making $300 a month is life-changing. But when I purchased this particular property, I purchased the property for $75,000, and you know, it was a pretty good deal, because when it sold new, it cost $150,000. So I got the house for about half price because the market was down, it needed repairs, and I thought it was a good deal. So anyway, we're making $300 a month. It's not really life-changing, but so if you look at it from a short-term perspective, you might say buying an investment property is not really a good move, because you're only making an extra $300 a month, and then on the month where you have some catastrophe or some repairs, you got to fix the roof, or you got to fix plumbing, you might not make anything, or you might actually lose a little bit of money for that month because you got repairs and things. So you might be thinking these rental properties are not a good idea, these investment properties are not a good idea. But over time, two things are happening when you have an investment property like that. One, your mortgage is getting paid down every month, so you owe less and less to the bank, and you have more and more equity in the property, right? So it's basically debt pay down. Your financial position will start looking better and better every month. Your net worth will start looking better and better every month, because you're putting that $500 or $600 a month towards a mortgage, and that's dropping your balance, and that's raising your net worth. So that's one good thing that's happening over time. Another good thing that's happening over time, if you buy a house or an investment property at the right time, for the right amount, then from there the value of the home should increase over time. So especially in the long term. But for example, like I said, I bought this house for $75,000, and the current value is now somewhere around $150,000 to $160,000, and that's gone up over time. Over the years, I've only owned this house for about, I would say about 6 years. I've owned this house. Like I said, it has a 15-year mortgage on it. So in another 9 years, this house will be paid off. And so while today I'm only making $300 a month if I'm lucky after expenses, in 9 years, you know, and I don't know how old some of you guys are watching. The average person that watches my channel is probably 25 to 35 years old. But let's say you're 25 years old, you bought a rental property, and then in 9 years, you'll be 34 years old. That rental property will be paid off, and you will have an asset that, if it appreciates year over year by, you know, the average, I don't know, 7% or so per year for real estate, then in 9 more years, not only will that property be paid off, the value of that property will likely be much, much higher than when you purchased it. So you'll have a property owned free and clear, and then you have to ask yourself, was that investment worth it when all you had to do was rent it out, maintain it, make a little bit of money some months. You might not make much on other months, but in the long term, you come out with a property where you have some options. You can sell it, and let's say you bought it for $75,000, it's paid off in 9 years, and then you're sitting on a property that's maybe worth $180,000. So you gotta ask yourself, would that be life-changing to have $180,000 in your bank account to do something progressive with off of one property? For me, the answer is yes, it's worth it in the long run, but you might have months in the short term where you don't make anything, and you may even go in the hole a little bit, or you make a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it's the long-term view that you have to keep in mind, because one investment property, I believe, can change the rest of your life. Because let's say you do sell that property, or let's say you keep it. Let's look at the scenario where you keep that property that's now worth 180 grand. You paid off the mortgage, so that was $600 of mortgage payment that you were paying every month that now it's paid off. So now your monthly income turns from $300 a month in profit to $900 a month in profit. And most likely over a 10-year period, you've raised the rent to keep up with the rental market in whatever city you're in. So then you start to make much more per month on that property. And let's say instead of $1,200, 9 years later, the rent is $1,600 per month. So then, you know, your monthly profit went up by an additional $400 a month in, you know, rental increase, and then $600 a month, and that you don't have to pay for the mortgage. That's an extra $1,000, you know, 9 or 10 years later, and oh, I'm sorry, 15 years later in total, right? 15 years later in total. That's an extra $1,000 a month on top of that $300 a month profit you were making, and that's $1,300 per month that will be going into your bank account because you made one good investment early on. Or let's just say now, I don't care how old you are, if you're alive 15 years from now and you get a 15-year loan on an investment property, you take care of that property and watch it grow, then I believe that can be life-changing. So that's my strategy, you know, in my particular scenario. I invest for the long term. The short term is good. I make some money some months. I don't make much at all on other months. But in the long term, I've actually flipped some properties and paid down mortgages to increase my monthly income from my rentals. But when all of my mortgages are paid off, let's say, you know, 5 to 10 years from now, I'm going to be in a whole different situation financially because I have these investments that I made. So the reason why I'm doing this video is to get you guys to think outside of the box. Think about what you want to do later on in life, where you want to be. It's not all about the short term. You got to think about the long term. So invest now for your future. Think about what you're doing now. That's why I say the best initial investment is to buy a house, even if that's the house that you live in, because then you have some options. It's almost like a forced savings account. And not everybody agrees with me, but it's worked out for me. And so, you know, if it works out for me, I like to share it with other people and let you make the decision for yourself. Now, I know this channel, I do a lot of videos with the cars and the Lamborghinis and that kind of thing, but I also like to drop knowledge on this channel and share information with you guys to get you guys to think. And if you want more knowledge and more information about how to invest in real estate, please click the link in my description to my new channel, which is Real Estate 101, and subscribe to that channel. And then if you're ready to start learning how to invest in real estate and take a serious program, I started an online real estate investment course thanks to a lot of you guys that asked me to do it. I did it. I finished it at the end of 2018. We are starting to get students in the course. I'm offering a discount to the first 50 students that sign up to the course. I'm discounting it by 40%. So if you want to take the course, the link is in the description as well. I'm teaching you everything I know about investing in real estate. And, you know, on this channel, we're going to stick to more of the car content, more of the motivational content. But I hope this video will just make you think about what's possible when you invest in your future. All right. So I love you guys, man. If you want to do me a favor, drop me a comment and let me know what kind of videos you want to see on this channel. And then, if, like I said, if you're interested in investing in real estate, subscribe to my new channel. It's called Real Estate 101. Link in the description. And if you want to get the course is ready. Link in the description as well. This is Will Motivation. I promise you guys views on views. Shout out to Strat, man. That's insane. But here's the view right now. Without real estate, I'm not sure I'll be seeing this view right now because I couldn't justify the expense. But let me zoom in for you guys. Check it out. It's coastline. Some people will know where we're at. Drop a comment. Let me know where you think we are. Drop me a comment. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for watching today's video. There's a lot more to come. Hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel. A lot of you guys have been asking me about when is my online course going to be ready. Well, I have good news for you. My online course is completed. I'll put a link in the description of this video where you can click on that link and get a 40% discount off the course. That'll be for the first 50 students. So if you're ready to take the online course that I've basically laid out everything that I know about how to invest in real estate, click the link below or just go to www.willmotivation.com/invest. And thank you guys for taking the time out to watch today's video. Hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.